Hello there, it's Lenny McGill with the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop, and today we're going to talk about some custom guns, some really amazing custom guns, because we just got them done. They're about to be shipped out to the customer, and I looked at them and said, yo, wait a second. We got to do pictures, and I want to do a video because they're awesome. They started off as just plain black Glocks, which is what you can do too. So keep in mind, our custom shop is humming. It's making it happen. We are getting guns done quickly, and we've got some great designs. And let me show you these guys real quick. This is started off as a Glock 17, Gen 5 Glock 17. I'm going to go ahead and drop the magazine. I'm going to go peek inside. Gun is empty. Boom, the trigger feels amazing. It has our speed rail cut, and check this out. It is beautiful. It's the midnight bronze finish, and it is gorgeous. And that's what you see, kind of automatically, right? But also, now a lot of people want to know about our laser stippling. This is the asphalt pattern. And if you get in here close, you'll see it's really neat. Looks really good, very clean looking, but also just feels great on your hand. I mean, it has just enough texture. It's not sharp or hard, but it is just enough texture that it really makes a great feeling to you. I tell you what, it's pretty amazing. This also has our extended slide stop, and of course on the 17 Gen 5 it is ambidextrous, so there it is on the other side. Our extended magazine release button, this is the serrated version. The Holosun 507 Comp, the competition has the big window, right? Now, it also features our combat cut. A lot of people are concerned or interested in the combat cut. What is the combat cut? So let's talk about it real quick. Combat cut puts the rear sight in front of the optic, whereas a standard, the optic would be up here a little bit and the rear sight would fit back here. So you see what we're doing is we're kind of blowing out the rear sight and we're adding a new dovetail in front. Now, a lot of people think, well, why would you do that? Well, one, it looks pretty cool. So that's one good reason. But in my mind, okay, now this is the way I think, okay, a lot of people have different opinions, but in my mind, now all of a sudden the window, the optic window is much more available, right? Now I don't have a sight in front of it, so I'm seeing the entire window, and now the sights are in front of that. So I like it better, personally, because it kind of gives me just a little better vision in that window, the optic window itself. This 507 competition model from Holosun has that big window, like I said, so it really lends itself to just getting up and actually seeing, getting on target. I mean, I'm telling you what, I just think it's perfect. And now the front and rear sight, they are suppressor sights, or optic ready sights, okay? These are the Ameriglow sights. And they are the XL version. So there is a 3X and there's a 5X as well, but you don't need that for this kind of co-witness concept. The XL typically co-witnesses with most optics. You can see that the Comp has a rather thick base, so you definitely are going to need optic ready sights or suppressor ready sights to be able to co-witness. So as you get up on this thing, you can look in there and you can see, wow, I can see not only the optic, I can see the sights, and the optic reticle sits right on top of the front sight, which is kind of what I think is ideal. So I'm telling you what, that's a good looking piece. And now here's one other thing too. This is the Holosun, the P.ID, Personal Identification Device, which is a great name, right? P.ID. So what's really interesting about this is it's got really two features. It's got the paddles on either side, so you can operate with your thumb or your index finger. It also has a pad that operates the laser. So the paddle is the light, the pad is the laser. Boom. You can run them independently or you can run them together. I don't know if you can see the laser there or not, but it's on there. If I take the light off, you'll see there's the laser. And then I just touch it for that. And they all work the same way. If you hold it down and hold it, you can identify a target, and you take your finger off, it goes off. If you tap it, it stays on and off again. All right, so now inside, of course, we have all of our extended controls, the extended slide stop lever, slide lock lever, should I say, the takedown lever, but also our tungsten guide rod, which helps reduce recoil. and muzzle flip, all right? But the best part about this is going to be the trigger, because I was just playing with it, and it's amazing. It not only feels great, but it looks good too. This is our flat face pyramid trigger. And get my hand out there. Oh, that's probably better with the hand in there. And I was playing with it, and I thought to myself, you know, wow, this thing is less than 4 pounds. So here's my dead weight trigger weight. Okay, the bottom is 2 pounds. Here's a 1 pounder. Here's another 1 pounder. There's 4 pounds. All right, I know it's less than 4 pounds, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it on here just for grins. And I'll try to be as honest as possible and as fair as possible. I'm going to put it right in the middle here. And boom, doesn't even lift it off. So it's definitely less than 4. I think it's like 3 or maybe 2 3/4. And so here it is now 3. I've got a 1 pounder and a 2 pound. And we'll see if we can get this thing to, oh, yeah, okay. All right, now here's 2 pounds on the bottom, another 1/4 pound, and another 1/4 pound. There's 2 1/2. All right. And I've already think that it's just going to be a little bit more than 2 1/2. All right, so there's 2 1/2, and we know it clicked at 3. So let's say it's 2 3/4. And the beauty of that is it's light, it's crisp. The reset is right there. So you're able to manipulate the trigger faster and easier, so that you are not disturbing the sight picture as you pull the trigger. And that's where most accuracy problems happen. People get up, they got the sights lined up, and they pull on the trigger, you know, because it's a 5 pound trigger pull or whatever. Now, it may not happen for the first shot, okay, but if you're shooting double taps and triple taps and you're going fast from target to target, that's when you really notice the advantages of a lighter trigger pull. Okay, so this is a Glock 17 Gen 5. Like I said, it started out as a plain black Glock. We transformed it with our speed rail cut and this midnight bronze. It's beautiful. And the same customer, now, we love this guy, all right? The same customer said, you know what, I want 2 of these guns. And he wanted a Glock 34, okay, Gen 5 as well, which comes automatically with the MOS plate. So we didn't have to mill the slide. We used the adapter plate, and we used the Hullison 507 comp. Now, if you notice, these sights are taller than these sights. And that's by, you know, by design, basically, because the MOS plate with the adapter plate and the thickness or the width of this base, the thickness of this base, would not allow the standard XL sights to see through. So these, I believe, are the 3X. And you can see how much taller they are. So they actually can now peek through. Now this is a standard configuration. Can't do a combat cut on the MOS because of the position of the plate. Just the way it works. Because we don't have any room up here to actually mill the rear sight into, the dovetail into. But basically, he did everything else the same on here. This is also our speed rail cut. But now, of course, the 34s come with the automatic coffin cut. So we just matched it up to make it match the 17. All right. And it's got the same Hullison P.ID, personal identification device. It's got the same extended controls on both sides. It's just a black finish versus the midnight bronze. And this black is a Cerakote graphite black. All right, so check it out. It actually really looks good. And the Cerakote nowadays is better than it used to be. I mean, it does stay. It's not indestructible. It will scratch and it will, you know, mar, and it will wear over time. However, it's gotten a lot better and it really looks really good. And that's one of the things I wanted to show you. Of course, it's got the Hullison comp like we talked about. It's got the suppressor sights like we talked about. It's got extended controls on both sides, of course. It's got the extended serrated magazine button. The gun, of course, is empty. Boom, boom. And it's got the same light pyramid trigger, which is our flat face pyramid trigger. And of course, it's got the asphalt and the whole deal. So it's really a matching set of 2 amazing custom guns for 1 amazing customer. Thank you very much. And thank you for watching. This is the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop. Now, we do custom guns. So if you see anything you like any of these concepts, say, oh, you know what? I like that, but can you put it on my gun? Or I like this, can you put it on my gun? Yes. Any color you want, we can do. We just had a blue one go through, which was pretty spectacular. So bottom line is we are a true custom shop. So when you order a custom gun, you can order the gun itself here, and we'll do all the work and ship it as done. Now, we can't do it if you're in California, of course, right? But any other state we can. Or if you have a gun and you want a custom, you send it back to us, send it in to us. We'll do all the work, and we'll ship it back to you. It's pretty simple. The custom builds take sometimes 6 to 8 weeks. That's just the nature of this beast because there's so many different things happening here. And we got to test it. We got to assemble, test it, and do all that stuff before we ship it back. But bottom line is we are truly custom. We're here to help you design the Glock that you want for yourself and that's going to suit your needs, whether it's a competition gun, self-defense gun, or just a regular shooter. We've got all the pieces and parts to make it a better experience for you. I'm letting it go. This, of course, is the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop here in beautiful Nashville. If you are in Nashville, please drop by and visit us. We're just 2 miles from the airport. Join us here, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe also on Rumble. We've got all our videos on Rumble. And we'd love to have you be part of the group because we're producing new videos, well, almost every day. So thanks for watching. I'm Lenny McGill. I'll see you next time.